It is May 13, 2024, and a couple weeks ago we uploaded a video of us getting the irrigation system ready for our farm. In particular, the blueberries that we were going to keep. It was kind of a heartbreaking video because we were pumped, we were excited. We found all the shutoff valves for all the different rows of irrigation. We put up all the pipe, the pump, we got the electricity hooked up. The pump even primed super quick. And then the moment of truth came, we fired up the electricity and the pump was seized. And man, that really sucked because to replace that pump, it's a couple $1,000s just for the pump and then labor, etc. So what we were going to do, or what I was going to do, is experiment with a couple different gravity off-grid watering systems, which I'm still going to do. Yesterday, my cousin, God bless his soul, wanted to come over and try spinning the motor by hand. I guess he took off the cover, put a wrench on it, and spun it for about 10 or 15 minutes. Didn't like how long it had sat without operating and had seen this before. So when they fired it up, the pump was working. Oh, at least the motor was working. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to reprime it, I'm going to pump it, and pray that we can get the irrigation block going. It is dry as cork out here, and I am going to not only water the blueberries that are behind me that you can't see, I'm going to water the sunflower field that we planted because it is in desperate need of some water. Going to be putting the old Subaru to the test today. Typically, we've always had a farm truck to bomb around to all the different rows that are clogged up. What we got to do, I need to go get a 1/2-inch socket first because the lines were filled, where the sprinklers went in, they were filled with dirt. I didn't get all that dirt out, so when water starts rushing through, it's going to come out the tip, and if that tip, it will get clogged with dirt. It just creates a whole mess. So part of what the pain in the butt is going to be today, besides getting the pump going, is getting all of the sprinkler heads unclogged full of dirt. Once we do it, one big time we do it, they might clog a little bit here and there in the future, but this should be it for the year. Let's see if we can find a 1/2-inch socket. You would think, seeing it's the most popular size, we'd have one. But I've always found, at least at the shop where my day job was, the most popular sizes was always missing. People can't put stuff away properly. 1/2-inch wrench will work also. Socket and ratchet will just work so much quicker. Now, next step, let's get to the irrigation shed. Got a little man. He's following behind me on his bike. Oh, can you see him? There, can you see him? Yeah, he's following along though. He's loving it. Every day becoming more and more acclimated to the farm, and he's part of the reason that we're doing this. Getting strong too. He's getting strong with the bike riding. Here is the first valve that runs out to the field. Hello, robins. Let's go in the shed. Open that valve. Now, last time we did this and actually counted, it took about 200 pumps. Let's see how many pumps it takes this time to get water. All right, here we have water. Keep going or no?
Here, let me.
Yeah, I can see water coming out.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the timer on. Put it to hand. Watch out. Don't touch anything. All right, motor's on. Shut it! Coming! Coming!
Don't want to break it. Yeah, this is getting close.
Well, we're showing pressure for a second. It's close. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. Oh! Oh, it's trying. So close, you can hear it's
I think it's going.
I think it's going, okay.
But now it's just going to be a matter of pressure going.
Yep.
Let's see if there's some water.
So we'll go, let's get in the car. Hey, get in the car. We're gonna go see if there's water coming out and we'll shut a line or two to get some pressure built up, okay? This is where we gotta drive kind of fast, so hang on. Woohoo! Hang on tight, I will not go too fast because you're not buckled in. We are on private property, we're not on public roads. For all those worried about how we're about to drive through here. Oh no, I think Grandpa blocked off. We're gonna go through the field right here. Whoa!
It's like kind of the work.
This is so much fun. It's adrenaline rush from me. You guys are probably thinking like, man, he's crazy, but like, even though this is a pain in the butt from what we used to do before, or this is a pain in the butt, but this is bringing back some fun memories of when helping out on the blueberry farm and things were going somewhat well. I knew I should have put that in the car. What we got is our shut off, on off shut off valve, screwdriver handle. We need this to shut off 1 or 2 rows, and that will allow pressure to build up in all the lines. And remember, this well that the pump is connected to is just about as old as me. Okay, you're gonna want to keep the window shut, okay? Because if this starts going, you don't want to get water in the car. So I don't see any water coming out. What we're gonna do is we got a valve right here. I believe all of these are open. Man, do you smell those? Do you smell that really sweet smell right now? Those are blueberries, buddy. Blueberry blossoms. So let's close this valve. Okay, so we have that one closed, and let's walk down here. Close this one down here. So when I'm putting my ear down, I can hear water. Ooh, bees. I can hear water. Whew. I can hear water. Yeah, put your ear down to the pipe. Now you hear that water, that noise. That's water going through the line, but no water coming up here. So let's quick take a drive. Come here. Make sure, well, there's no sprinklers up anywhere else. So we shouldn't be any open lines anywhere. Before, we would go to different fields that had sprinklers up and we would shut them. Ooh, there are bees everywhere today. Get in the car. I'm gonna be optimistic. It is gonna run. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna let the pump run for about, let's do 6 hours, just to get nice saturated, which means we'll be able to finish planting our sunflowers. Oh, there's water coming out. I just saw water coming out. I gotta tell my dad. Ooh, hang on, let's go back.
Water's coming out!
I just saw water coming out right as we came back, so I closed 2 lines for right now.
Dad,
Oh!
Dad, I didn't see it.
It's okay. I saw it. It's coming. All right, so excited again. We got water. We got air coming out. Let's go back. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. We got 2 lines shut. Once again, that lets pressure build up. Oh, I can see water coming out. Can you see water coming out?
No, I can't be on.
Woo! Water's coming out. Here we go. Here we go. And we're about to take a look at what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let's get that set up good. Boom. Water coming out. We got that line open, so I can tell you right now, you can't see it, but the 3rd sprinkler down is clogged because there's no water coming out of it, or that popped out of the bottom. There's a couple different things that we're gonna have to be fixing today in this field. It's sprinklers that popped out, like the pressure made them pop out, and it's not seated into the valve, and then clogged. So we got this line shut off. We're looking okay, and looks like we got water coming out of all of the. Sorry. Looks like we got water coming out of all of that line. Ooh. Got good water coming out of this one. Looks like we have water. Definitely one clog down there. So we're gonna see. Ooh, look at these blossoms. This variety that we're in right now, this is called Nelson. It's my wife's favorite variety of all time. Oh, she's just clogged. I'm gonna get the flag. All right, let's get back. Ooh, yeah. You're gonna get super wet, so you probably, let's not have you come in the field with me unless you want to get wet. I'm gonna shut one more line to get some pressure built up here. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not gonna do it. It's starting to get a lot closer. It's just spinning around. So the big thing is we don't want to let the pressure get too big, too high on the pump and blow the pump, blow gaskets, seals, whatever. It's like adrenaline flowing through me right now with how big this is. So while we're out here, Look at those beautiful blossoms. They're gonna be blueberries, guys and gals. Those are gonna be blueberries. They're gonna be our blueberries, and we're gonna share them with you. It's getting closer. A lot of air in the system. Is it cold? Is it cold? Oh, it is cold. Yeah. Getting closer back to that valve that was shut off. Pressure's starting to build pretty quickly, and once it goes, you don't have much time to get it back open. Little man's having a blast trying not to get wet. Alright, Padre's gonna go check the pressure at the pump. I'm gonna try to unclog my first one right here without getting the camera and microphone soaking wet. Let's see if I can do this and capture it. Most important thing, I want to get stuck. There. That was almost too easy to unclog it. I think I'm gonna open this other valve. It's getting pretty, I think it's time. Of course, it happens just as he drives away. So I did it nice and slow, trying to not have anything pop out, and I think I popped the risers out on this row. Dang it, turned it on too fast. You could hear it coming out. Hang on. It'd be crazy if I popped every single one of them. See right here? You pick up the phone? The valve is on. I think they are all clogged. 45 minutes later, got a couple lines shut yet, still building up the pressure. It'll take a while. Every single pipe and row on this entire farm, or this side of the farm, has to fill up with water before the pressure can really establish itself. So you're figuring tens of thousands of gallons of water needs to get pumped through. Don't got long because the pressure's building. We got a busted pipe. So that is, water was flooding out of there. That was not allowing the pressure to build on top of all the other pipes needing to be filled. So if you look, getting much, much closer. So needing to turn another valve on.
My shoes are filled with it.
Your shoes are filled with it, I bet they are. He's going ham. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in. Still having a hard time getting the pressure to build on the pump. I'm gonna go check that here in a little bit. And I have 3 sprinklers that are just being pain in the butts as far as unclogging. So I'm going to take a ratchet down this next time and actually unscrew the cap and get it blown out. All but one line is open in that field. I just hopped the ditch to go check the pressure on the pump. We want to be at 45 PSI at the gauge, and every time we keep checking, we're at 30. And eventually the pump will go into self-preservation mode and shut itself off if we can't get that pressure in that range. So you don't want it too high and you don't want it too low. It's 25 PSI. I want to shut it off. I guess now we got a big break somewhere, or we got a line open that we have no idea where it's at. More to come. See how all that water is puddled up there? I think there's a break in that line. I'm going to shut that off to see if that will help build up the pressure here. And here we go. That was a long couple of hours. We can only get the pump up to about 45 PSI, but we got all the lines open that we can have open that aren't busted like the one that's right next to me. So overall, for right now, we feel pretty confident going into the summer that we can at least get our blueberries irrigated and sunflowers. So we got more work ahead of us. We got to dig out some other holes in some other areas, fix the lines that busted, and try to figure out if we're missing anything that's preventing the pressure from getting high, that as high as it used to, or if this is just the new norm. So as always, like, share, subscribe, give us any kind of feedback on what you'd like to see different below. But yeah, thank you.